Hey, what's up, sports bettors? Matt here with OddsJam. FanDuel is once again offering this no sweat same game parlay. So we are going to opt in and we are going to find profitable bets to put into this same game parlay. For those of you who are not familiar with it, basically what FanDuel is doing is they'll give you up to a certain amount of money that you can place on a same game parlay in the Thursday night football game this week. It's between the Colts and the Broncos. If that bet loses, you'll get a free bet up to that amount into your account. For me, I'm only allowed to get $5 on my risk-free bet. Some people I've seen up to 50, I've seen up to 100. So whatever amount you have that they will give you a free bet for is what I would recommend putting on this one. All you need to do to be eligible is make sure that the odds are plus 400 or longer. So plus 450, plus 500 would qualify, plus 350 would not, and it needs to be 3+ legs. So 2 leg wouldn't work, 3 leg would. That part is pretty simple. And then the other thing you need to do, just click the opt-in button. You'll know that you've done it correctly when it says accepted and it says bet now. What I will say is that I've gotten a couple of these, same game parlays or risk-free parlay, not necessarily just the same game one, to hit so far this season. I think I've hit 3 or 4. I actually just hit the most recent one that I did. Not this one. That one didn't hit. I did a same game parlay for Thursday night. I locked it in on this YouTube channel. You guys watched me do it. I put $5 on it because that's all they would refund me. Plus 1,100 odds. Hit on the last second touchdown by Hayden Hurst. So just to show you, I have gotten this one to hit before. So just make sure you opt in, go to the promos. Again, you know that it's worked, that if it says accepted up here, click more info, click bet now, and then it takes you to the game. And you just want to make sure that you specifically have same game parlay clicked, because there are some props that you can't put into a same game parlay. And that's how it works. So adding plays to the same game parlay. What I like to do, there's a couple things. You can go to the OddsJam. Let me zoom in a little bit. So I like to go to the game and go to different props and see where I can find some value. First thing, right off the bat, passing yards for Russell Wilson. Pretty good value on this under. As you can see, other books price it 230.5, 225.5. FanDuel is offering this over under at 231. So for player props, the math is the most important thing. And the fact that you can get it at minus 114 and other sharp books like Pinnacle is favoring the under in this one ever so slightly at minus 116 over at minus 114. Still favoring the under 230 at a yard lower. But if you go to the OddsJam Props app, and this is available anywhere in which you can get any iOS store, so Apple iPhone, iPad, desktop, you can download this app. Just searching the player's name. In this case, we're looking at Russell Wilson. And we're looking for his passing yards. So with the Broncos, he's played 4 games now with the Broncos. He's gone over twice and he has gone under twice. What I will say is that he hurt his shoulder in the last game against the Raiders. And I'm a little bit nervous that he's not going to be performing as well. Of course, they did lose Javonte Williams, so you wonder how their rushing game is going to be. But on a short week, finding value on him going under, I do think is good. So player passing yards, Russell Wilson under 231.5. The next one, same exact prop. In this case, we are backing Matt Ryan to go over his passing prop of 230.5. So as you can see, a wider range, but every other book that is pricing it prices it above this number except for PointsBet and FoxBet. 231.5. We see Bet Rivers. 232.5 has the majority of these ones. DraftKings, Tipico, BetOnline, Pinnacle. Then we also see 233.5 at Prize Picks, and then a couple books have it at 234.5. So wide ranging stats for Matt Ryan's passing props. Again, same thing if you go to look at him on the OddsJam Props app, passing yards. You go to Matt Ryan's passing yards. So he has hit this in also 2 of his 4 games, but the main difference here, the week he didn't go over at 222. He's had 350. He's had 356. He's gone over 350 twice, which Russell Wilson obviously hasn't done. But the main thing that we're looking at here is the math. So this is completely free to use. Another way in which you want to use, look at a bunch of different props on one page, just go to the OddsJam screen. This is completely free. So let's go to moneyline, we're looking at here, player passing yards. And this is another way in which you can look to see where every sportsbook is pricing something. And you can do that, honestly, a little bit easier than you can on the other ones. So we see Russell Wilson offered at 231.5. Every other book that offers it below this number. Matt Ryan is the opposite. We can get him on FanDuel at 230.5. All the other books price it above this number. So just finding value here. If you want to look at the point spread, so if you go to the point spread, you can see we can get the Broncos at -3. Another play that I like is the Broncos -3 on FanDuel. As you can see, other books price this at 3.5, like Bet Rivers, DraftKings, Pinnacle Sportsbook also prices it at 3.5. So that is going to be the last leg that I will add to the parlay is the Broncos -3 at -118. It's not as big of a play as the other one, so plus 541 odds for this one, but still plus EV, still sharp plays, and it still qualifies. So I'm going to go ahead and lock this in. For those of you at home tracking this, Russell Wilson under 231.5 passing yards, Denver Broncos -3, Matt Ryan under 230.5 passing yards for this no sweat same game parlay. And that's it. So appreciate you guys watching and have a good one.